Welcome guys. So in this video, I will quickly introduce the Goldbach conjecture and give the so-called probability argument that why people think the Goldbach conjecture is correct. Okay, so the statement is very famous that for even number larger than 2 is sum of 2 prime. Sum of 2 primes. So basically, every even number larger than 2 can be written as sum of the 2 primes. So 4 is 2 plus 2, 3 is 3, 6 is 3 plus 3, 8 is 5 plus 3, 10 is 5 plus 5, 12 is 5 plus 7, 14 is 7 plus 7, 18 is 13 plus 5, also 11 plus 7, keep going. Okay, so the statement basically is this. And it's very hard to prove that nobody knows whether it's correct or not. Okay, but why people think it's correct? So why people think it's correct? Okay, so the argument is basically due to this theory called the prime number theorem. Okay, so prime number theorem says that if we randomly choose an integer, so we randomly choose x is an integer from n to 1, then the probability to x to be a prime number will be 1 over log n. So that means the number of prime number less than n will close to n divided by log n. Okay, and the arrow terms, if you are interested, the arrow term is described by the Riemann hypothesis. Okay. Okay, so this is a very famous results. Maybe in the future I will produce videos that how to prove this. Okay, so now the problem is that what the hell? Why it is connected to the Goldbach conjecture, connected to GB. Okay, and the reason is that let's say you take an even number called 2m. So 2m is even, and it's written as, let's say, p plus q. Okay, and there's a case is that p must be less than q, less than m, and q larger than m, right? Because obviously that one of these must be satisfied. Okay, so let's ask about what is the probability of p being prime? So the probability of p is prime is just 1 over log m. Okay, and then the probability of q is prime is 1 over log m. So both p, q are prime has prob 1 over log m squared. Right, but total we have m squared, right? Because there are m choice for the p and the m choice for the q. Right, so totally we have m squared pairs. So which tell you that the number of Goldbach pairs should be very large as m increases, right? So number of Goldbach pairs should be very large as it increases. Should be look like this. So m squared divided by log m squared. So which is very large as m goes to infinity. So that means naively, if your even numbers is getting larger and larger, then you should expect there are more and more Goldbach pairs. Basically, you can find where PQ are prime. The sum of is basically 2m. So that's why people believe GB is correct. Okay, and so the relative statements I just want to mention is that so there's a thing called odd Goldbach. So the odd Goldbach conjecture means that every I think it's the number larger than 7 or something is sum of, so every odd number larger than 7 is sum of 3 primes. Okay, so that means if you take any, let's say you take any odd number, right, you can write it as, let's say, x1 plus x2, x3, and these are prime. Okay, but you know our odd number minus 2, right? Sorry, I think, let's say, right, odd number minus 3 can be even, right, and 3 is prime. So which tell you that every even number is sum of 4 primes, right? So this is called the weak Goldbach conjecture. And one can check that if you go to Google it, then you can find that the weak Goldbach conjecture is proof. But you can just go to see the Terry Tao's blogger. Okay, so weak Goldbach conjecture is proof. So every even numbers is a sum of 2 primes. And then you can easily check the even Goldbach conjecture where implies that the weak Goldbach conjecture. Okay, so that's a very short videos about what is the Goldbach conjecture and why people believe Goldbach conjecture is correct and why we care about this. Okay, and now I will see you guys in the next videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel.